All right, hello, welcome back to the Star Trek Rewatch for a late night edition. The lights behind me are bleeding into the camera, so I'm sorry about that. There's a really bad lighting situation here. It is about approximately 3:30 in the morning. I think the light that's actually illuminating my face is coming from the Christmas tree, which is right there. Of course, there's my bookshelf, but we're not going to be doing a bookshelf tour today. So yeah. Anywho, let's just jump right into this episode. The Empath, Season 3, Star Trek. This is as I'm recording this is December 23rd of 2025. Of course, you won't be seeing this until next week. But I gotta record these when I have the opportunity. And since tomorrow is Christmas Eve, you know the drill. If you have young children, it's going to be a late night wrapping presents. Wait, no, tomorrow is 20. What day is this? This is the 23rd. Tomorrow's the 24th. My brain is like oatmeal. It's the end of the year. Hang with me. Let's talk about the empath. Here we go. The empath. The writer for this episode was Joyce Muscat, and the director was John Ehrman. I'm not going to bury the lead here. I didn't really like this episode at all. So I'm not going to have a whole lot to say about it, but as always, I will read the entry from Alan Asherman's Star Trek Compendium, even though I'm in bad lighting. I'm basically reading this in the dark, but here we go. Stardate 5121.0. The Enterprise journeys to the Minervan system to rescue Federation researchers Dr. Link and Dr. Ozamba before the Minervan sun goes nova. Once again, all of our senior crew members beam down to the planet. Kirk, Spock, and Dr. McCoy discover record tapes that show the missing doctors literally disappearing into thin air. Wow! Trying to discover what happened, the three are also seized and materialize in the presence of the kidnappers, aliens Lal and Than. They look very similar to the alien makeup from the pilot episode, The Cage, Star Trek. They've got like the alien butt head, um, prosthetic heads on. Anywho, Kirk and company discover that Link and Ozamba are dead, their bodies preserved in large specimen jars. You ever been in like a biology class in like high school and you have the jars of formaldehyde that have like the infant pigs or the frogs in them? It's similar to what's going on here with their bodies. Um, the only other living being present is Jem. Of course, her name is not actually Jem. She's named Jem by Dr. McCoy. She is a young woman who cannot speak. She's completely mute. Anywho, it's discovered that she's an empath, that she can absorb the injuries and pain of other uh, beings into her own body, right? Kirk and McCoy are taken one at a time by Lal and Than and experimented upon, causing injuries, which Lal then absorbs. When McCoy is gravely injured, Kirk is prevented from aiding him or inducing Jim to cure him. Although she knows that his injuries and pain may kill her, Jim begins to cure Dr. McCoy. The entire apparently senseless series of brutalities that have been they've been a test, right? To determine whether or not Jem's race is worthy of being saved from the disaster that will soon engulf her planet and the entire solar system, which unfortunately also contains another inhabited planet. This is the only means that Lau and Than could devise to determine which population could be saved, as they lack the means of rescuing both populations in time. Kirk and his friends are then safely returned to the Enterprise. I really don't know what to say about this one. I mean, like, DeForest Kelly, okay, Dr. McCoy, right there, Bones. He really liked this. For some reason, DeForest Kelly thought this was a great episode. Um, what I don't know what to say. I just don't like this one at all. Jem in this episode is played by Catherine Hayes. She was a regular in the soap opera series The Guiding Light. I mean, whatever. I particularly hated the score for this. I thought the music for this episode was awful. The composition was done by George Dunning, and his score for Metamorphosis was actually decent, but his score for this episode was just dreadful and pretty much contributed to making a bad episode worse. I got nothing for you. This one is a big colossal raspberry. It's a stinker, man. It's bad. Is it as bad as the Children Shall Lead? It's right up there. This is like bottom 3 worst episodes of Star Trek, the original series for me. It's like totally skippable. I wouldn't recommend watching this one. I think it's really one of the worst. Let me know what you think about it below. Sorry to be so negative. One thing's for sure, we're at like rock bottom, so it's not going to be a very high bar for next week's episode to be better than this. Basically, if they just turn on a camera and film something, it's going to be better than this. I mean, I'd rather watch last week's, right? Like Wink of an Eye. I'd rather watch Wink of an Eye 5 times than ever watch this one again. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace.